Hi, sorry I'm a little backlit, but I'm going to show you how to make paper mache paste using cornstarch and water. Now, the first step is, and I'm going to show you here, is boil your water. And you want to have your water at a rolling boil. And I used about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, about 50 milliliters of cornstarch, and it boiling in that pot is about 250 milliliters, or about 1 cup of water. Now this is important. I'm going to take some cold water and mix it in with the cornstarch separately. It's important to mix the cornstarch with cold water separately. If you pour the dry cornstarch directly into the boiling water, you'll get lumps. And you can see I'm using my fingers to mix this. That way I can feel that I've mixed it together well and there are no lumps. And once that's mixed together, I'm going to slowly pour the water cornstarch mixture, and this is, by the way, it's liquidy, sort of like a milk-like texture, slightly thicker than water, but liquidy, not thick. And I'm going to slowly pour that into the boiling water without taking the boiling water off the fire, keeping it at a rolling boil, and using a whisk. If you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork or a wooden spoon and whisk it rapidly as I slowly pour it in. And whisking, and a tiny bit more. And when it looks thick enough, you're done, and you can take it off the fire. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. As you can see, you didn't use all of the cornstarch mixture that I made, so you don't even need to use 3 tablespoons for that amount of water. About 1 cup of water, probably 1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons you can get away with. Now, take a look at that. That's what it should look like, sort of a kind of a thickish, liquidy, but thickish stuff. You could make it a little bit, it's not an exact science. It could be a little bit thicker, a little bit thinner, and as it cools, it thickens up a little bit. That's why this, even though it's sort of liquidy, is going to be okay. And as you can see, I'm just going to show you that it's okay to even add a little bit more, a little bit less. You can't make too many mistakes. You don't want to make it too thick, and you don't want to make it too thin, but now it's done. And let me see if I can give you a sense of how thick that is. Can you see that glopping? It should be something like that. And you're going to want to let it cool down a little bit before you use it. It'll cool pretty quickly because we're not making a huge volume of it. You're not going to need a ton. Like a cup of water should be plenty for our purposes, and you can always make more. So there you go. We let that cool down a little bit, and it's ready to use. All right. Good luck.